Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Somin's recent interview with her Would You Marry Me co-star, Choi Woo-shik. They played this balance game and some of her answers literally had me screaming. That's her and Hae-in. It felt like she basically described their whole relationship. So the first question that caught my attention was a relationship that makes your heart flutter every day versus a comfortable relationship like a friend. And our pretty Somini chose comfortable like a friend. She said, "For me, feeling comfortable is the most important thing. It's so comfortable, like being with a friend, but sometimes you still get butterflies." Tell me that's not her and Hae-in. They're literally the definition of comfortable. We've talked about how comfortable they are with each other so many times on this channel. It's something no one can deny. It's so nice to hear her say that's what she values most in a relationship. Basically, more proof that she and Hae-in are a perfect match. Then they asked them if they prefer a partner who contacts them every day or once a week. And she said every day. So I guess our Hae-some babies must be calling each other every single day, right? Next question was, a partner who says things directly versus someone who doesn't. And Somin picked the one who says things directly. And that just screams Jung Hae-in. We know how open and straightforward he is. Then they asked, a partner who tells you everything honestly versus one who lies out of consideration. And she went with the one who tells you everything honestly. Again, very Hae-in coded. He's such a transparent person. You can just tell he values truth over pretense. So it's no surprise that Somin would connect deeply with someone like that. Next one, a partner who's cool versus a partner full of aegyo. Somin chose a partner who's cool. She said she finds it really cute when someone who's usually cool suddenly acts sweet once in a while. But if they're cute all the time, she said it'd be hard to have serious conversations. Again, total Hae-in vibes. He is both cool and cute. Remember when Somin said her first impression of him was that he seemed serious, but once she got to know him, she realized he's always laughing? I think she finds that contrast so endearing. A serious man who still has soft moments. Another question was, resolve immediately after fighting or take time after fighting, and she chose making up right after fighting. This just reminded me of the last scene of Love Next Door where they were fighting and made a rule to hold hands when arguing, and if it still doesn't work, to add honey to each sentence. I remember watching that and I was like, if they do this, would the argument ever end? Well, I'm glad my pretty Tomini chose to make up immediately. Maybe they should take tips from Seungyo and Seokryu and hold hands whenever they argue too. The next question was, a partner who has dated only one person for 10 years versus a partner who has dated 10 people for 1 year. And obviously she chose the partner who has dated only one person for 10 years. Hae-in had mentioned in one of his past interviews that he was in a relationship with someone for a long time. That was like in the early days of his career. He's clearly the type who values loyalty, and that just fits perfectly with Somin's personality. Somin herself said it, Jung Hae-in is loyal. And finally, outdoor wedding versus indoor wedding. Somin said outdoor wedding. She mentioned her sibling had one, and she loved it. So, besties, I guess we should be expecting an outdoor wedding. I can't wait for it. Honestly, besties, the whole interview just felt like she was describing her and Hae-in's relationship. Every single answer lined up with how she and Hae-in are together. My Hae-some heart is so full. Oh, and speaking of Hae-in, in one of my last videos, a bestie commented that during Hae-in's recent Japan fan meeting, he mentioned he'll be going back to Japan this month to film Love Stuck. He said he'll be filming until the end of November or early December, and that a certain actor will appear toward the end, someone with great acting skills and a warm personality. The bestie said that the way he talked about it, he had such a happy, mischievous vibe. Could it be Somin? Maybe, maybe not, but we can dream, right? Either way, I can't wait for him to wrap up his drama. I'm so curious to see what happens once they're both done filming. And of course, Somin's drama is coming so soon. Just 2 more days until we see our pretty Tomini on screen again in Would You Marry Me? I can't wait. Alright besties, that's it for today's update. My Hae-some heart is truly overflowing right now. Love you guys. See you in the next one.